Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to lesson 9 in the Tafseer series. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhaakumut Takathur. So Allah SWT says in this next surah, atTakathur, the amassing, that you are distracted, you are occupied by the mutual competition, mutual rivalry of amassing. So Allah SWT doesn't say what we're amassing, but it's all about this dunya and whatever is in it. Comes in the ayah زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ وَالْبَنِينَ وَالْقَنَاطِيرِ الْمُقَنطَرَةِ مِنَ الذَّهَبِ وَالْفِضَّةِ وَالْخَيْلِ الْمُصَوَّمَةِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ وَالْحَرْثِ ذَلِكَ مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَاللَّهُ عِنْدَهُ حُسْنُ الْمَآبِ. So it comes in the ayah that it is made attractive for the people in loving these desired things, which are women, children, hoarded heaps of gold and silver, money, branded horses, cattle, and tillage. So everybody has something that this dunya calls him to, is enticing us to. That negligent person is dazzled by the outward appearance of this dunya and what is enticing us to, and trying to amass and hoard the things and trying to, as if that's success and happiness in life. But the person with intelligence can see that there's lessons to be learned inside this dunya. Just like coronavirus as well, there's lessons to be learned from it. And now that we are moving away from going to the easing of the lockdown, have we learned some lessons from it? Have we kind of organized our life, got rid of things that we've been hoarding in our homes as well, and just refocused our qibla? Where is our qibla? What is it that we want to go towards, the direction? Is it for the pleasure of Allah, towards the pleasure of Allah, and the Prophet ﷺ, him being our qibla of our heart, and making sure we traverse this dunya, this temporary abode. We are only traveling here in this temporary body of ours. We're only here for a short while, which compared to the akhirah, the forever, there's no measure. So are we doing 100% for the akhirah, or are we just doing 120, 200% for this dunya only and alone? So we ask Allah for رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. We ask Allah for the best of both worlds, but we need to understand that we need to just get the make sure we fulfill our needs from this dunya, take from our needs. A traveler doesn't put so much things on them, and they travel lightly. So we only dunya, we need to travel lightly as well, and just do the needs, keep our hearts clean, focus more and beautify our heart and our actions. That's the things that are going to grow in the akhirah. That's as opposed to following, chasing this dunya and whatever is in it, and that which does not grow in the akhirah, which is lahu, which is wasting your time in things that are not of any benefit, futile. That is from the alhaakumut takathur. It comes from the lahu, that 3 root letter word, lam, ha, and waw, which is wasting time and in futile things. So this surah is a way to wake us up. The Prophet ﷺ says, in regards to Bani Adam, in regards to us, that if we were given a mountain of gold, we want 2. If we have 2, we want 3. And that is our nature. So we need to be the ones who don't just chase this dunya, but chase things that will grow in the akhirah. So alhaakumut takathur. In the next ayah of that same surah, after زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ, Allah has the love, the beauty of these things, that people have love for these desired things. That next ayah says, قُلْ أَأُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِخَيْرٍ مِّن ذَلِكُمْ لِلَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ جَنَّاتُ تَجْرِي مِن تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا. That shall I not tell you that which is better than all this dunya and this world and whatever is in it? لِلَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا, that is better in the sight of Allah, with Allah. That is for those who fear Allah, who are God consciousness. So it's to do with the heart. Taqwa is about the heart. لِلَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ جَنَّاتٌ تَجْرِي مِن تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ. A garden of paradise, rivers flowing underneath. خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا, forever, eternal. That is better. Work for that, not work for this deen, this dunya, and which is that temporary thing. Even in amassing, it's a toil. It's there's so much trouble to take to amass. Once you've amassed it, it's about protecting it from others trying to get it, So it's every time there's sorrow, it's all sorrow is attached to this dunya really. So only the one who has that, who is intelligent will realize that. Alhaakum atTakathur. So stop amassing this from this dunya with things that are of no benefit. Hatta zurtumul maqabir, until you visit your grave. So you'll be amassing until you visit your grave. So really it's right to the graves, Hatta zurtumul maqabir, until you visit your graves, when reality will hit. And once everybody dies, reality hits. As the Prophet ﷺ, he said, comes in the Quran as well, قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. That say that my salah, my prayers, my nusuk, my offerings, my religious devotions, my life, my death is for Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Lord of the universe. And that is how we know the Prophet ﷺ. All these examples showed us that he'll be playing with his grandchildren, he'll be playing with Hassan Hussein radiallahu anhuma, he'll be playing with them on all fours, he'll be letting them ride him, but always still worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He'll be conversing with people, advising them, commanding them to do good, encouraging them on good, attending to their needs, and whilst all that, still worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all cases and all states, the Prophet ﷺ was always worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this dunya, it brings us these moments. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us these moments in front of us. Let's fill these vessels of moments with things that's going to grow in the akhirah, and that we keep storing away. And let's not waste these opportunities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. No, they will surely come to know. Yes, so surely they will come to know, and that is without a doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was going to make reality come, and that is when death hits us. كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين. No, if they knew with certain knowledge, كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم. So they will surely, now this is about seeing, so we're going to لترون الجحيم, they will surely see the hellfire. So this is all regarding also the disbelievers, and this is them now seeing the death. So now they're going to see it for reality, and what is that they're going to see? That they're going to see Jahannam, they're going to see the fire. Allahumma sallimna jami'an, may Allah protect us from it. Na'udhu billahi minan nar. We seek Allah's protection from the fire. And so this is in reference to them, that they will now see Jahannam. So even if they were to see the akhirah, see what is there, it comes in the ayah, وَلَوْ رُدُّوا لَعَادُوا لِمَا نُهُوا عَنْهُ إِنَّهُمْ لَكَاذِبُونَ. That even if we were to return them, they would return back to the things that were forbidden. So they plead, it comes in the Quran that they're pleading and asking Allah for a second chance. There is no second chance. The pleading to Allah, give us a second chance, we'll be better next time. So Allah says in another ayah that even if we were to return them, they will return back to the ways that whatever was forbidden to do, they will go still back to that, following that which is forbidden to do. So this is a thing to also for Muslims, for us believers as well, that how we progress, how are we progressing in life? Are we just in a constant, we're just sailing through this life in just that constant state of, we don't want to put more effort into it, we don't want to increase our iman and do even more good deeds, and because we are the ones who know about what's coming. The disbelievers say no, there's nothing else after that, but then reality will hit, as we're seeing that once one person dies, reality will be unveiled. You will see, as Allah says in another ayah, فَكَشَفْنَا عَنْكَ غِطَاءَكَ فَبَصُرُكَ يَوْمَ الْحَدِيدِ. So that day, now we have removed your veil, and now your sight will be sharp. So you will be able to see. Once death comes, your eyes will be seriously open. So if these people were returned, they will go back to things that are forbidden. So a Muslim, are we just going constantly that if we already know that what's going to happen? The Prophet has already told us about that, informed us about that. But if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was to return us and He gives us a second chance, which there is none, will we still go back to the same way and just, or are we already now progressing? We are making sure we have a plan that we're progressing in life, just like the Prophet ﷺ, his end moment was always better than the first moment. He's always progressing and always rising and going up in ranks in the akhirah. Are we doing the same? Are we putting more effort into being better, and that if we were to return, we'd be in the same constant of improving. So yeah, it's a lesson for us as well. How are we? What is our state, and how is it that we want to go from here? Let's make more of an effort that we're trying to increase ourselves with more rewards in the akhirah. So in reference to these disbelievers, they will see Jahim. So now it's like ilm al-yaqeen. Now you can't get more certain knowledge with your eyes. You're just actually seeing. So they will actually see the fire. So now that's a reality struck. That dunya was just a mirage, and it was leading us to false. Because now they'll see what reality is. What they were after. This is the result of that. ثُمَّ لَتَرَوُنَّهَا عَيْنَ الْيَقِينِ. Then they will see with full certitude. They will see with certain knowledge. ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. And then, now this is about hisab. ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ. Now they will be questioned. They will be asked. ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ. On that day, on the day of judgment, يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. About the pleasures of the world and what they were after. Every single thing that we're after in this dunya will be we're going to be questioned on. So that's another thing we need to realize. Every single thing we go after, we compete with each other for, we spend in to buy things, and whatever we're amassing, we're just going to be questioned on all of those things. That is going to delay going into paradise as it is anyway. But also, we're going to have a huge backlog of things to go through and accounting to go through. May Allah give us an easy account and enter us into Jannah. So this surah is about this world and its deception, and trying to wake up from this world and trying to be those who see the lessons in it, and we take that on board, and we do actions that are going to be growing in the akhirah, so we may be of the successful ones. Wa sallallahu Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barak.